Good morning, friends. I am so happy to be here today, and we're going to start this morning by welcoming everyone. Good morning, Wynn. Good morning, Connor. Good morning, Josiah. We're glad you're here today. Good morning, Efren. Good morning, Chase. Good morning, Oliver. We're glad you're here today. Good morning, Holland. Good morning, Addie. Good morning, Adeline. We're glad you're here today. Good morning, Anna. Good morning, Nova. Good morning, everybody. We're glad you're here today. Today is Tuesday, March the 17th. And it is also a very special day. I don't know if you noticed, but I am wearing my green silly hat, my green necklaces, my green shirt, and there happens to be a green leprechaun behind me. It's because today is St. Patrick's Day. We celebrate this day because of a saint named Patrick that brought Christianity to Ireland. And I think Miss Pat talked to you about that yesterday. And we celebrate this day by drinking green beverages. We eat green foods. Lots of places have celebrations to honor St. Patrick. Also today, we are going to begin a new letter. Our new letter for this week is letter V. 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 V is a very simple letter to write. You just go down and up. You will have some practice pages that your parents can print out for you, or you can just write some letter V's. Don't forget to write your name also. Let's not forget how to do that. So now I want you guys to be thinking of some words that begin with the letter V. Violin. Violin starts with the letter V. Violin. And van starts with the letter V. Van. I want to challenge you to think of some other words that start with the letter V. And you can also cut out some words that start with the letter V, and you can put them in an envelope or put them in a Ziploc bag, and then when we get back to school, we can glue them on your letter cards. I'm also going to attach to the email the video so you can sing along and it can help you learn about the letter V. I'm also going to send out a simple craft that you can do. This is a shamrock. And you can cut or tear pieces of green paper and glue that on. You can use any kind of paper, tissue paper, construction paper, any kind of green paper. And or if you don't have that, then you can just color it. But this will be a nice way to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. I am also going to read you guys a book today. You know how I love Pete the Cat. And I have a book. It's called Pete the Cat and the Great Leprechaun Chase. And the author is James Dean, and he is also the illustrator. Pete the Cat and the Great Leprechaun Chase. Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, and Pete's teacher, Mr. G, is teaching about leprechauns. The only time you can catch one is on St. Patrick's Day. A leprechaun will bring you good luck, Mr. G says. Now everyone in class wants a leprechaun. Pete gets a great idea. He will open a leprechaun catching business. St. Patrick's Day comes and Pete gathers some supplies. He hangs a sign above his stand. This will be easy, Pete thinks. Squirrel is Pete's first customer. I want a leprechaun, Squirrel says. I need good luck for my test. Cool, I'm on it, says Pete. Finally, Pete arrives at the end of the rainbow and finds Clover the leprechaun next to a pot of gold. Pete sneaks up behind Clover. But Clover is too fast. Did you think you could catch me so easily, he asks. Once there was a cat named Pete who thought nabbing some luck would be neat. Then he happened upon a smart leprechaun, who he'll find quite tricky to beat. Clover disappears in a puff of green smoke. Pete will need a new plan. That afternoon, Gus visits Pete's lucky leprechaun catchers. I want a leprechaun, Gus says. I need good luck for my band recital. Pete says, I'll see what I can do. Pete plans to lure Clover out of his magic. He plays a haunty tune on his guitar. Before long, Clover dances over to Pete. Just a little closer, Pete thinks. Oh no! Clover wraps up Pete with his rope. Pete has finally met his match, a crafty leprechaun he just can't catch. He'll never win. He better give in or he'll find something else to snatch. That evening, Callie visits Pete's lucky leprechaun catchers. I want a leprechaun, says Callie. I need good luck for my tennis match. Says Pete. St. Patrick's Day is almost over. There isn't much time left to catch a leprechaun. But Pete won't give up yet. Pete sets a trap for Clover. Before long, Clover tiptoes up to the trap and sniffs the air. I love candy, he whispers, peering under the box. Pete waits very quietly. Crash! Pete rushes over and checks underneath the trap, but it is empty. Clover skips away. Pete has tried many a plot, but still I haven't been caught. And isn't it dandy? I even got candy, while Pete ends up with squat. Pete has an idea. He follows the trail of spilled candy to Clover's secret hideout. Pete sneaks up behind Clover. Swoosh! Pete finally catches Clover. Why do you want me? Clover asks. I'm helping my friends who need some extra luck, Pete says. Luck doesn't come from having a leprechaun, says Clover. You and your friends have each other. That already makes you as lucky as can be. Could Clover be right? Pete is one very lucky cat. A lucky cat doesn't need a lucky leprechaun. He lets Clover go. Pete decides he will be the good luck his friends need by helping them out himself. Pete helps Squirrel study for his test. Squirrel aces it. Pete helps Gus rehearse for the recital. Gus rocks it. Pete helps Callie practice for her match. Callie wins it. Clover magically appears. Good job, Pete, says Clover. I have one more poem for you. While Clover played hide and seek, Pete learned something unique. The luck that you make beats the luck that you take any old day of the week. Happy St. Patrick's Day! And I want to wish all of you a happy St. Patrick's Day. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And I miss you guys. And I hope to see you soon. And I love you. Mwah! I'll see you on Thursday. Bye.